I'll admit, I haven't played much of any choice-based RPGs. Never played a Fallout game, and I only played like 3 hours of Mass Effect 2 a decade ago. I also haven't played enough of UnDungeon to see if it gets into some heavy gameplay segments, where the consequences of your actions seriously affect the state of the world. However, the game does have many of the interesting elements that define this subgenre. Weapons, upgrades, consumables, combat, quests, conversations with various dialogue choices. It's all here. But then, we see other themes at play. The unraveling of reality as it is consumed by the abyss. The immortal beings who are gathering the substance of reality to build a new one. Eldritch conspiracies, causal loops, dissecting bodies, manufacturing and replacing organ systems, tearing and ripping enemies and harvesting their constituent parts, to the point where all this seems all at once both otherworldly and visceral. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Besides the other playable character who is locked for now, you play as the Herald of the Void, a sentient shard of the Void dimension, created so that the Void could have a hand in creation across the realms of the 7 dimensions, in the center of creation that is Arcaban. However, on your way to this interdimensional city to meet the heralds of the other dimension gods, well, shit seemingly hits the fan in a major way. In a series of events that smells an awful lot like a conspiracy, someone severed your connection to Arcaban, causing the Void Dimension to fall into the abyss, and through a series of chain reactions, everything else did as well. A being called Dharma managed to create a hub through which the immortal beings he saved from Arcaban can salvage what is left of, well, reality itself from the abyss, in order to recreate everything before it is all consumed into nothingness. And this motley crew of characters, including ones you meet in your travels, are unique and interesting not only in who they are, but how they interact and how they regard one another. A giant sentient eyeball, who was once part of an equally giant body, who acts in a prideful yet whimsical manner. A woman whose mind is fractured between dimensions, and whose body is merged with the hub's dimensional navigation pair, whose wisdom and insights can be gleaned in her few moments of lucidity, and who regards the giant eyeball as being lazy. A former agent of the gods, now moored and marooned at the hub like the other immortals, stoic and mysterious yet eager to assist you. And even a member of an ancient race which once had designs on taking over Arcaban, now a withered husk of their former self, and several other beings beyond this. What little I've seen of the game universe from the demo, which is mostly the remnants of Q Dimension not yet fully consumed by the Abyss, is amazing. Combat, once you get used to its complexities, is fun and challenging, and the various systems which allow you to upgrade your character are clever and intriguing. The barter and trade system is intuitive, and rates change based on the karma you have garnered with the locals within a given area. Occurrences seem dynamic, where the player is able to join in on random conflicts and events in the world during overworld travel. All of these engaging and fascinating systems are satisfying to partake in, but I think the real connective tissue that holds all this together is how bizarre and otherworldly and enigmatic the narrative elements are. Most of it is somewhat subtle and encapsulated in fleeting moments, but strange vistas and profound concepts create an entire experience that feels alien, only vaguely familiar in terms of one's relation to the characters and events. If such themes are played right, and slowly build towards moments which are truly bewildering, perplexing and unknowable in scope and scale, then I will be gleefully looking forward to letting my mind unravel in the breadth of wonders that the full game has to offer.